Welcome to the Successful Black Love Podcast. I'm your host, your man D, aka Black Love. We are back for season 4, episode 2. Guys, I know there's been kind of a gap in between my episodes. Starting from just talking about season 4, episode 1. I've had a lot going on. Just want to give you guys really an update. So, right after I recorded that episode, my niece, she really got real sick, ended up with double pneumonia, where she had pneumonia in both her lungs, and she had to have multiple surgeries. She was on oxygen. It was just touch and go there for a minute. And that was going on for, I think, almost a month, if not a month. And but she's doing much better now. Thank God. But I had an uncle who lost the fight to cancer. He passed away back in May 17th. We just had his funeral a couple weeks ago, and we just been dealing with the life, especially that was my dad's brother. He took it hard. I just asked the audience, ask you guys to please keep us in your prayers. Continue to support the show like I know you guys always do, and I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, I have no idea. But we are moving on to tonight's topic. So last time I was here, I started a 5-part series. Started with words of affirmation, the 5 love languages, words of affirmation, and I'm continuing with that series. I'm going to skip around. I'm not going in any particular order with this series. So if you've read Gary Chapman's The 5 Love Languages book, then you will know that I'm skipping quality time and going straight to physical touch, which is quality time is a great aspect of any relationship, but we want to save that for the next episode, and I'm going to be talking about physical touch. Yeah, I figure it's a late night recording. We'll talk about sex, baby. But physical touch isn't just about sex. It could be physical and non-physical, especially if you're in a long-distance relationship. But let's talk about the physical first. So, I know we all love to see couples holding hands, walking in the park, just loving on each other. Some of us don't like PSA, but I'm one of the ones that do. I guess I have to be, since I'm Black Love. Since this is the Successful Black Love podcast, but holding hands really, really shows that you love your partner, that you really care for each other, that physical touch in general, it's a great sign of where the relationship is going. Oftentimes we call it our honeymoon phase, being lovey-dovey, just really, really feeling on one another. That touch, it really, sends off signals in our brain that, I think endorphins that really help us to relax, helps us to get through difficult parts of the day, and that's one way of, that's one aspect, one part of physical touch, holding hands, just, being there for one another, even if, say you go out to a game and you sit side by side, you're not physically touching, but you're being present in that moment. Or you go to the movies and you're sitting side by side by your partner. I guess that would be, it boils over into quality time, but just the aspect of touching, sitting side by side, maybe your hips are touching or your feet are touching, that's still a form of physical touch, whether you realize it or not. Cuddling, that is one of the most important forms of a relationship. Cuddling, caressing your partner's back, touching their hair, just, being, whether you like the big spoon or the little spoon, just being in the presence of your partner is a great feeling. And that physical touch, when you're cuddling, it's just a whole new ball game. Now, me personally, I can't cuddle for too long because I get hot. I'm not as small as I used to be, so I'm a big boy. So cuddling all night might not be for me, but I do like to cuddle. Don't get it twisted. Just holding your partner, reassuring them that they're important to you, that they matter. Hugging them after a long day, kissing them. Kissing it can lead to sex, but not always. Just peck on the cheek or endearing forehead kiss. I don't know if you all watch The Best Man, but when Nia Long and Tay Diggs had that thing going on, he would kiss her on the forehead, and during forehead kiss. Yeah, so I know and even a peck on the lips, or maybe a 2-minute kiss. You don't have to tongue them down. And now that definitely could lead to sex. Using the tongue, French kissing. But like I said, not always. It can get you in the mood, but yes, all these steps to physical touch, all these moving parts is what makes physical touch such a powerful component of a relationship. This is a love language. People show their love by physical touch. What are some other physical touch aspects? Of course, sex. Being sexually active is probably the most talked about component of physical touch. Doing a do, really getting it on. I'm a man that like BBWs, so man, it's something about BBWs and those arches, man. When you back there, I probably shouldn't be talking about this on a PG rated podcast, but like I said, this is the After Dark special. Yeah, when you knee deep in it, you in it, and if it's a good feeling, it's a great feeling. And that's a form of exercise. That's a form of sex is a great way to burn calories. Is a great way to connect with your partner on another level. And I know you all have heard, say you've gotten into an argument, right? And you all go into separate rooms or whatever. I know you all know where I'm headed. Makeup sex can be crazy, but not everyone likes makeup sex or likes to have sex right after an argument. Just massaging, your partner's shoulders, or their back, rubbing their back, it sends chills down their spine, rubbing your fingertips through their back, through their hair, just And massage, let me just backtrack, but massaging can lead to sex, but it doesn't always have to. Just like kissing or cuddling, any of these aspects can lead to sex. But let's talk about those people that are waiting to have sex or are in a long distance relationship. Eye contact. Eye contact is powerful as well. Just looking into your partner's eyes really touches the depths of their soul. That really sends flutters through their heart, butterflies in their stomach. It's a great way of deepening that connection with your partner. Now, if you're in a long distance relationship, setting up not occasional, but, scheduled dates as if you were going on a date, as if you were in the same city going on dates all the time. Scheduled dates, video dates is important because, first off, you're not in the same city or you're not in the same state. So that time spent on video dates is important. It's necessary. Maybe dressing up, doing a candlelight thing, candlelight dinner. You both eat dinner at the same time with the candlelight ambiance, and really, really showing up for one another on video chat is important because you have to spice things up. You have to think outside the box when you're in a long distance relationship to keep the love strong, to keep the sparks and the chemistry there, And then I know this might be a component of receiving gifts, but sending gifts of like teddy bears or your perfume or your sweatshirt with your cologne on it. That can really show your partner that you're thinking about them, that you really love them, that you miss them, and then also too talking about when you're in a long distance relationship, talking about touching each other, physically touching each other when you see each other, hugging, kissing, making love. That is, that could be just, the imagination can be just as powerful as, physically being there with one another, And, that is so important in any relationship. Having an imagination, thinking outside the box, role playing. That helps spice things up, help keep things funky and fresh. And I'm gonna talk about this too, making each other laugh. Telling funny jokes. Tickling your partner can can really, cause you're it's touch. So but you also have to ask. Also has to ask your partner if they like to be tickled, because not everybody likes to be tickled. So, so you really want to communicate with your partner, because miscommunication can throw off everything. So make sure you're doing that, and making each other smile, because laughter is medicine. It really is, and it helps you get through a lot when you're going through something and you don't think you can make it through. Just laughing helps calm you, helps soothe you, puts you in a better mood, and yeah, that's physical touch in a nutshell. So I am hosting an event soon. It's going to be, I have, several businesses. I'm going to be hosting a credit event, so for my credit business. And also, I'm actually combining some events. I'm still in the process of writing my self-help book. That hasn't been released yet. Still in the process of releasing my online course. That hasn't been released yet, along with my coaching program. I'm thinking about, hosting some first-time home buyer events in association with my credit program. And that's going to be awesome, guys. I can't wait for you guys to be able to come out and connect with me. It's going to be fun. And I'm, going to be hosting some other events, as well as doing some speaking engagements. And, I'm not only a podcaster or entrepreneur, I'm a relationship coach as well. So I just, want you all to be able to not only connect with the podcast, but, see me in person. See, I'm a real live person. I'm fun, I'm energetic, and I love to have a good time. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. That the travel, I'm a travel specialist as well. Going back to my uncle, he lost his life all too soon. And we all should invest in life insurance. Having life insurance, it gives you peace of mind. Knowing that your family is taken care of, they don't have to have a fish fry. It's to have your funeral or to bury you. And some people don't even get buried. Some people have to get cremated, which I feel is sad. I want you all to win. I want you all to really, make the most out of life, and to use your finances wisely. Spend wisely, save wisely, and invest wisely. Excuse me. If you guys can do me a huge favor, go out and purchase my poetry anthology, Love and Poetic Magnetism, available on Amazon. You can get the Kindle version or you can get the physical copy. Either way, I appreciate you guys so much. I love y'all. And also, I have my merch store, Vile Central Boutique. And I'm going to drop all the links to the stores and everything. I'm going to drop them as soon as I finish uploading this episode. So I want to hear from you guys. I need feedback. What are some future episodes that you guys want me to talk about? Some things you want to hear on this podcast. What are some suggestions that you guys have? And if you want to leave a voice message, you can. If you want to get in contact with me to be a future guest on the show, my email is artofblacklove.cartra@gmail.com. So, yeah, reach me there. Email me. I really want to hear from you all. I want to see where you guys' mind is at. Your mindset, your psyche. Yeah. So let's connect. Let's network. And let's grind it out. Until next time, signing off.